oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Mexico City Diablos. Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Mexico City. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Allen going to go to the air right away. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plot. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with the pick. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second down and a run by Robinson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And hard running is going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Patterson's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
To throw again on second down. Allen, he's going to loft one. Deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on second down, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to the ground with ETN. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. ETN once more. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. A handoff for Etienne. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll run with Etienne, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And got his man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Robinson now off the option. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Toss left side for Etienne. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Allen's throw is complete. They'll get it inside the 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lawrence will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. A give, it's ETN off the option. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Charles, a new NFL record, 67 yards. There has never been one converted from that distance until this very moment. Unbelievable. Congratulations to him.
And, partner, there's no way you or I woke up today thinking, hey, we might see a 67-yard field goal made, let alone attempted. Congratulations. Great job. And remember, it all starts getting that kick away because often it starts low. Usually that's when it can be tipped. Not in this case, a new NFL record.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Straight ahead, ETN. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They find they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another toe for ETN. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On second down, a run with Etienne. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, here's Etienne. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last timeout on the very first. And the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Diablos 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Allen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Jags, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the home team here, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now I flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting